Yo, what's good? MBS Central, MBS Uncensored. Make sure you go subscribe to the channel on YouTube, TikTok, all social media platforms. But what we are here today, we're going to talk about what happened this past weekend. And a lot happened this past weekend, man. You had the Suge boxing event. You had the URL event, Bars Over Politics. A lot of people were excited about that, but it didn't go quite the way people wanted. Um, Starting with the Suge event, man, you had a total of what, 5 to 6 battles that happened. Only 2 battles went down. So a lot of people were really disappointed of how the event turned out. Um, and yeah, they were not happy about it at all. Suge and Av didn't go down. Yoshi and Yoshi and not Yoshi, Bonnie Godiva and 40 didn't go down. Stumbles and who was it? Stumbles and Snake Eyes didn't go down. Obviously, but high blood pressure, anxiety, and all that, man, it didn't happen. So the event didn't turn out the way it did. But shout out for Suge. He tried to put an event together for the culture. Something for the first time for this culture to do, and it didn't go the way it expected. So we move on to the following day, which was the URL event, Bars Over Politics. It was a dope card. There's a lot of conversation a week before that Hitman Holla card. Um, the Power Moves card. So we all know, who sponsored the event, who funded it, and all that. So leading up to event, this was a good card though. You had Hustle and Fonz, you had Tay Rock and Chef Trez, T Top and Jerry West, JC and Hollow, Rum Nitty and Real Sick. A lot of people were excited for this event. People were getting the event for free, which a URL app subscriber, but it didn't go out the way it was supposed to. I think an hour before the event happened, um, the URL confirmed and announced that they said there will not be a pay per view stream due to the rampant bootlegging that was going on. Um, a lot of people were upset over it because they took the time out. They paid for the pay per view. Some paid $50, some paid 45. I don't know how much they paid, but it didn't go down. A lot of people were upset. They were not happy about it at all. It's all over my Twitter timeline. It's all over the battle rap community's timeline. I think that's what the talk was about, and they weren't happy about it. As far as the bootlegging, man, it's always gonna happen in battle rap. There's no way you can remove bootlegging for battle rap. Bootlegging is always gonna happen, and nothing will ever change that. Probably going to be discussing it more about the bootlegging situation on my next blog, but I do wanted to give you guys a recap of what actually happened during the event. So we always get coverage for the events, even if it's not on pay per view. We had one of our team members attend the event down in North Carolina, so they were able to give us live coverage and updates. For me, I wasn't really worried about it because I was gonna get my coverage and in our content out anyways. So in a way, I was kind of disappointed because I wanted to see it myself, and we haven't done those updates for a while. So shout out to everybody that was checking the updates throughout the entire event. So we start off with the first 2 battles. So earlier, I've said that there will be a couple of surprise battles. Um, a couple of surprise battles, and I definitely mentioned that. So the first battle that was announced was the first surprise battle was Wusa versus Bad news. Always, obviously, we know Wusa and Wusa. No bad news is from North Carolina, definitely his hometown. So he definitely was doing his thing down there in a one round battle against Wusa, one of the top new guys from the URL. Um, this was a good back and forth battle, man. A lot of moments for both of these battlers in this battles, man. This was definitely a good one rounder. Definitely had good replay value. I think both battle rappers both felt like they won the battle. So it was a good back and forth at the end of the day, and it definitely was good though. There definitely a lot of moments for both of them. They had another surprise battle, which was a one rounder, which was Capo Bravado versus Ace. I mean, let me tell you, man, Ace Amin had some good material in this battle. He was not clean at all. He stumbled, choked throughout the entire round, and it was no surprise for an Ace Amin battle. Ace hasn't been booked for a while, and this was not a good look for Ace, especially returning back to the URL and then having this type of performance, especially in a one rounder. I think Capo definitely benefited a lot. Capo had, he mentioned smack about, he had a tripping bar, while he's tripping, and Ace ended up tripping and stumbling through the battle. Yeah, he had that stumbling bar. Yeah, that's what it was. So, yeah, so it was definitely good for Capo, man, and Capo gets another win. Another win for Capo. I don't think Capo has been beaten at all this year. And Capo, he's definitely one of the new guys that's really outside on a consistent basis. So shout out to Capo, man, with another win, staying undefeated. So now we go to the actual card that's happening. Oh wait, so before the actual card happened, Smack made an announcement. He says T Rex and Geechee Gotti is gonna happen. It's gonna happen real soon, so be a lookout for that. So once they confirm that, so let's go to the very first battle of the night: Jerry West versus T Top. I actually had Jerry West winning, going into this battle winning, but this was a tough battle for T Top, man. T Top, Jerry West went first. The crowd did not want it to react anything what Jerry West was saying. He had a lot of fire material. Like they were trying their best not to give him any reactions. I think this battle, when it comes on cam, it's gonna be a lot different. T Top had some huge moments in his first round. He had a lot of haymakers. He had rebuttals also. In the building, it looks like they gave it they gave it to T Top a 30. Some people actually gave T Top actually one round in this battle, but I think it's gonna be a close battle, man. But based off of what they said, man, it's 3-1, 2-1 T Top either way, man. And Caroline, they were there for T Top. Caroline was crazy over there. Jerry West, Jerry West had a couple rebuttals back. T Top responded with rebuttals back. T Top had that Bentley. He had that Bentley rebuttal bar. I thought that was crazy. Jerry West, they were trying their best not to react, but they did end up reacting to a couple bars. But T Top went crazy in this battle, though, man. So definitely another win for T Top, and T Top actually said he hasn't lost a round this year, which I disagree. I think he has lost a round. So, so let's go to the next battle, man. We got Miss Hustle versus Fonz. I think this was one of the best battles on this card, man. So for this battle, man, this battle, Fonz starts off this battle, um, and he was going crazy. He was punching. He was talking to Hustle in the first round. Um, and it looks like Fonz was, had a good round. Um, but Hustle started her round. She bumped Fonz and checked them and like bumped them, and the crowd started going crazy, and it was a huge momentum swing on in that battle for in the first round for Hustle. Hustle. That round was close though. Some people actually edged it to Hustle in that first round. Um, so definitely Miss Hustle first round. The second round is kind of neck and neck, but it was actually neck and neck. It could go either way though. Some people, gave it to Fonz in that second round. Um, so the first two rounds is neck and neck, pretty close. It was a fight in those first two rounds between Hustle and Fonz. In the third round, I don't know if you what you want to call it. You could call it a little stumble. You could call it a choke. Um, that Fonz did have a little stumble and choke in that third round. But he picked it up right away and he started cooking. Looked like he never missed it. Third round, man, Hustle knew Fonz made a mistake and she took advantage, man. And Hustle, I kind of felt like she knew how to close out the third round. She definitely took the third round clearly. I would say 2-1 Hustle in this battle. Um, yeah, 2-1 Hustle in this battle. I think this was a good battle. I think a lot of people's gonna like this battle once they see it on cam. All right, let's go to the next battle. We got Chef Trez versus Tay Rock. This was one of the biggest surprises of the night, how the outcome took. First round, Tay Rock was Tay Rock. First round, very effective. He was calling Chef Trez a snake, which was landing very good. Um, and it was good. It was a good Tay Rock, classic Tay Rock. Chef Trez in this first round, when he was snapping on Tay Rock, man. He took that round very, very clear. He had a room shaker rebuttal to close out the first round. Second round, it went exactly the same way. The momentum was still on Chef Trez, man. And Yeah, it was a good round for Rock also, but Trez was just a little bit better, especially him going second. He had the three of the he said three of the things is getting out of hand like Wolverine. I thought that was crazy though what he said. Obviously vintage Tay Rock, he had definitely had his wrestling bars in there, and you always gonna get it some wrestling bars. He had he had a funny, scary movie theme also. I thought that was dope also for Rock. Third round for Rock. Rock actually stumbled and choked in this battle. I wouldn't say choke. He stumbled. It looked like he couldn't pick it up, but he actually picked it up and got it back. So definitely shot for Rock in that third. Um, Rock had some rebuttals also, and it was close though, man. But Rock got 30 in this battle. It was a 3-0 in this battle. Chef Tress took all three rounds, very clear to me. Um, and this was a huge win for Chef Trez, man. Chef Trez with a 30 piece. Crazy performances. He I actually had him as my performance of the night. So this I did not expect this. I had Tay Rock winning this battle, and Chef Trez proved a lot of people wrong in this battle. Um, let's go to Rum Nitty and the Real Sick. Rum Nitty and Real Sick was the best battle of the night. Um, it was a good back and forth for both of them. First round, Rum was a Rum. Witty punches, name flips, you name it. That's what you're gonna get from Rum Nitty. Real Sick, he was not playing around, man. He came in and he was rapping to Rum Nitty. This was a bar fest. This was a great back and forth for both of them. A lot of moments in every single round in this battle. Second round, Rum Nitty had the second round. It was 1-1 going to the third. And the way it seems, man, it seems like like I said, you might have to watch this on cam because a lot of people leaning towards Real Sick in this battle. He just had better material. I think Rum kind of slowed down a little bit in the third round for me to say Real Sick won this battle. So it was definitely a good one. And as far as JC and Hollow, it was a good battle. It was a good battle though, man. I was surprised this was a main event. JC was rapping though. A lot of people think JC won this battle all three rounds. We said this was a closer battle than what most people thought. Hollow with just his freestyles and his rebuttals, the angles that he's took. He was very funny. Also, a lot of punches in this battle. Also, I just felt like Hollow did a little bit more than what JC was doing. I always felt like JC was very one dimensional. We know he could rap. We know he could have the best pin, but can you do more than that to beat somebody like Hollow? And I kind of felt like he wasn't able to do that. So it could be 2-1 either way, or Hollow. But yeah, that's how the event ended up going up, man. I'll probably give you more full of a recap later this week. The battle should be dropping this week, so make sure you look out and check out for that. Um, and obviously, we glad to give you guys this coverage on it and how everything went. So just a quick summary and recap. Copper 1-0. I'm gonna say bad news 1-0. Ttop 2-1. Miss Hustle 2-1. Chef Trez 3-0. Hollow 2-1. And I'm gonna say Real Sick 2-1. And that's how the recap. Battle of the night goes to Real Sick and Rump Nitty. Performance of the night goes to Chef Trez, man. But obviously, I know a lot of people were disappointed the way the event went. People expected they expected the pay-per-view stream, and it didn't happen. So, I'm not going to go and bash the URL and drag them. Um, I got my opinions. I'll probably talk about it more on our blog coming up. But there was no pay-per-view stream at the end of the day, and I guess a lot of people were disappointed. If you blaming anybody, you can blame the bootleggers, man. And so it is what it is. But with that being said, I'm getting out of here, man. This is the Bars Over Politics recap. Until then, we out.